The Panama Papers. It's like malt liquor, straight to the head. That's just what happened to the Illuminati. Because the bottom line is who was responsible for the release of the Panama Papers? The Alliance and the space humans. Why did they do it? Because it is retaliation for what I talked about yesterday and a few days before that on YouTube, and I've been talking about it for a couple of weeks to my members at Disinfowars. Okay, this is how it breaks down. Brussels, terror attack, blockade the United States Capitol. These are all Illuminati tactics because they, as the economies fall apart and they get blamed for it, politicians, bureaucrats, corporate heads, bankers, etc., they're going to use the terror attacks to blame the terrorists on the economic fallout, the economic turmoil, the rapid change of the system that they are going to get blamed for. I said expressly, United States blockaded the Capitol, or the terror event on the Capitol, the shooter that was there, the suspicious package where they locked down the Capitol for 2 days. I said expressly that is being used to create a blockade, increase security, increase checkpoints, increase the security of the general area, because the politicians know that when the economy, United States, Western banking system starts to really falter here coming up, they're going to get blamed for it. Okay? Now, not even 24 hours later, in fact, as I was releasing the last video, the Panama Papers were released. If you're not familiar with the Panama Papers, there's a couple of links below, but it exposes massive corruption worldwide. Massive, massive, massive corruption. Okay, that is the retaliation. That is the contradiction. That is the contrapositive to the Illuminati's negative actions. That release of intel is going to indict people. It's going to put a magnifying glass on people. It's going to not allow them, it's going to increase the scrutiny around these criminals, and they're not going to be able to pull off these terror attacks, and they're not going to be able to complete the terror attacks and the criminal activity that they were committing just 48 hours ago. Okay? So that's what it is. It's retaliation. If you outline and document who the participants are, the masterminds behind the terror attacks in reality, not these fake terror cells, those are the people that implement the terror attacks, the people that are masterminding it, the people that are funding it. If you put a spotlight on them, what happens? The terror attacks go away, okay? So it's a retaliation. And I said on the last video, 24 hours ago, I said, get ready. Things are going to get raspy. Things are going to get out of control very, very, very soon. Little did I know that as I was making the last video, that this retaliation from the space humans was going to show up. And it's very prophetic. Because in the documents, in the Panama Papers, they are outlining corruption that is involving Russia, China, and some of these BRICS countries that are supposed to be the good guys. Okay. I said months and months and months ago, I said, look, the reason why change isn't happening, the reason why everything is operating at a snail's pace globally is because some of the Russian factions, some of the Chinese factions have become Illuminati-ish. They have become criminals. They have become obsessed with money. They've become obsessed with the allocations that paper, junk, derivatives, bonds, financial instruments can generate, okay? They've taken the bait. They've eaten the apple, okay? And sure enough, in the Panama Papers, it outlines Russian diplomats, Russian oligarchs, Chinese business people, Chinese corporate heads, Chinese bankers that are corrupt and indictable and are outright criminals. This is what I said. This is what I've been saying. I started saying it 6 months ago. So here it is, prophecy, prediction, verified. All right? So that is exactly what the Panama Papers are. And I'm extremely excited about this because this is really going to get the ball rolling, because once these indictable characters start to testify, once they start to roll, once they start to feel that heat under their ass from that flame, that blowtorch that's being lit, okay, they're going to start chirping. They're going to start talking. And that's going to lead to more and more and more. And if the criminals are exposed, okay, they can't continue their funding of terrorism. They can't continue to order terrorist attacks. They can't continue to use terrorism to blame the economic fallout that is upon us right now. Okay? So, brilliant move by the Alliance, brilliant move by the space humans, you know? And, 8 ball, corner pocket. See you later, bitch Illuminati. Have a good day, guys. I am.